Just let us know. Maybe you should probably mute your computer though.
Well, it's good that clearly something's coming through.
It's exciting. Welcome to another episode of Sustainable Kitchen. Since we just got done with the month of July, we got done with our Caribbean theme, and so now is the most fun part where we freeze it all and see if it still tastes good. So that's what we're doing today. We have everything frozen. We're gonna thaw it with this microwave, and we're gonna eat it.
Yay! See what holds up. I'm really curious to see the chicken tenders. I feel like they could be really, really good.
I forgot I was really excited to try these. But yeah, because then you can just make yourself a giant batch of vegan chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
And pop them in whenever you need it.
I'm just gonna throw. This is the first meal that we did. It was the rice and peas and the patty. So I only saved one patty.
What did we call those? We called them something else.
These?
Yeah. What were we calling them?
They're like empanada-like.
Oh, okay.
But
I think we were just calling them empanadas even though they weren't.
I think that... Oh, when I was in Georgia, I've been in Georgia for folks who don't know where I was. I was looking at a restaurant that was like Caribbean because there's a lot of Caribbean and Brazilian restaurants in our neighborhood.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and we were like, that's exciting. And then we were like, wait, can we eat any of this food? But I think one of the restaurants has veggie patties, so I'm like gonna have to go try them because that's super exciting.
At least, yeah, 2 minutes.
Yeah, we'll start. You know.
While that's heating up, we can do how are yous. Anyone in the chat, feel free to bomb in with how you're doing today. Your thoughts, your feelings.
I will show off the food. There was a comment about that once it's like out of the microwave and it's not frozen. Yeah, how is everyone doing? How are you doing, Amelia?
I'm doing pretty good. A little tired. I burned a prairie today, and that's intensive.
Yeah. When you go by like with a match on just like every single leaf.
It was actually a drip torch. And that part's fun. Just like walking along, just dragging it, and you get this whole line of fire. But there's also a job where you're behind the people with the torches, spraying it out.
Oh, okay.
And it's a summer burn, so it's super smoky. And it took me a couple of burns to realize that my glasses and the masks we were using like don't mix. And so I was pretty much just like going without a mask, which was just, it doesn't work. Don't do it. There were times where like it was so bad with my eyes that I couldn't open them for more than like a little second. And so I was just like walking with this hose, like peeking so I wouldn't like run into anything.
Oh my god, just you're like crying. Oh my god.
Well, like they like physically wouldn't let me open them. They're so irritated.
Oh. That's terrible.
It got a lot better once I learned how to use them. I could like see and breathe. And
Wow.
So privileged.
How bad is your eyesight? Like in the sense, like if you take your glass, like could you know what's going on?
I mean, it's better than no eyes at all. I mean, that's kind of what it was. Like I'd rather like open my eyes and have it be fuzzy. I could tell like there's people around me, and I could have probably been able to decipher their hand signals maybe, but I couldn't tell a bison from a bush. So.
Oh, that's why. Oh no, wait, that was another time.
That was another time.
I was about to say.
No, that was me running from a bison into a bush.
Ah, yeah. No, I was thinking that like that's how the whole ordeal started.
Oh, no.
Was like you're like, hi, bush.
Oh no. No, I was completely excited at the time. We were just we knew there was a bison near. We had watched it, and it was kind of it was running, but it wasn't, like, it kind of stayed in a valley where we couldn't see it.
Uh-huh.
And then we went and did our thing, turned around and came back, and it was like, boom, there it was.
Hello.
Hello, friend.
Oh my god.
They also have cows out there, but after you see the bison, the cows are like, oh, so tiny and cute.
I think it's good to mention right now. I think these patties would greatly benefit from like a toaster oven, not a microwave, because this is like.
Oh, is it soggy?
Yeah.
That makes sense, because it's very pastry-esque.
Yeah, and the ones that I took some of the leftovers home, and I ate one the next day, and I put it in the toaster oven, and it was really good that way. So I'm sure we'll just have a little sloppy little patty. It'll be fine.
It'll still have the deep buttery flavor that I am craving.
I think, I love those things actually. It's so like, yeah.
They're really good.
They're really good.
I feel like you could improve the filling a little bit, like maybe kick up the seasoning, but
yeah,
you can't go wrong with just butter bread, crunchy butter bread.
Yeah. The day after we made them, I had to go pick up my car from the mechanic like down the road, and so I just like popped one in the toaster oven and then walked with one, and I think by the time I got there, the like paper towel I had around it was just like fully drenched.
My heart. That's amazing. This could be like the new Pop-Tart though.
It could be.
Like not like it'll take over the world and be found in grocery stores, but if you wanted something kind of pastry-esque and like
savory,
quick meal.
Yeah, I totally think I still have been meaning to make the like buffalo chickpea taquitos that we were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like those could be really good. But yeah, I feel like patties, those, and the chicken nuggets, chicken wings, because they're all just like so handheld, finger food.
Yeah. They're easy to, like, if you're in a rush, just boom. I need to try those taquitos though before school starts. Just because I could see it really coming in handy as one of those saving grace foods.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I am probably literally the worst at feeding myself.
Good thing you have ECM, especially living here. I feel like that'll greatly help.
I'll have it. Like when we were still doing real food lunch in person, the big thing, like it was always like a big thing in my brain, like no matter what happened Thursday or Friday with like feeding myself, I would have like one guaranteed solid meal that I would feel full and happy at the end of.
Oh, we forgot to turn on the light over there.
Oh, blind us, please.
Don't worry. I'm here.
I'm blinded by the light. Oh, they're gonna mute us if we sing.
Can you sing it well? This is the rice and peas. Patty.
And the patty, here, do you want to poke it with a fork to show them kind of the texture?
The plate's really
Careful. You don't have to hold it.
Yeah, if you can't tell, the patty's a little bit, floppy.
Yeah, when we first had them, you could just like hold it up like a tortilla chip or something.
Just a big old tortilla chip. Gotta look good for the camera. It does look good.
And the rice looks kind of mushy.
Well,
here,
rice.
do you want to use that one as the serving fork, or this one as the serving fork, and then these we can lick, so we're not licking and serving?
Yes.
Okay, so that one's...
That's, yes. I went to a online training for my future job today, and the like icebreaker for it was a rice breaker. And so like everybody went around and they were talking about like if rice was served in their household growing up, and like how it was served, how your parents made it, or who made it,
Yeah.
and like how it was. Like, was it a specific person who prepared it? I thought it was really interesting.
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
How is rice prepared in your family?
So, my family, we didn't have rice super frequently, but if we did have it, it was Cuban black beans and yellow rice. Which is really, and I didn't like beans growing up, so it was just rice.
Yeah.
No, I would just be like, guess I'm having yellow rice for dinner. Delicious. How would you have rice growing up? And my mom would always.
Yeah.
My mom was only the.
So my family, it was usually just like stir fry, and it was almost always white rice. But the thing about who cooked it was like usually it was my mom, but my youngest brother just loves rice. I don't know why. It's just like his thing, and it still is. And so one year for Christmas, they literally got him a rice cooker.
Aww.
And so, like my little brother also cooked rice.
That's really fun. Yeah.
I feel like the rice and beans are pretty much what they were before.
Yeah. They held up.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it helps that they were like kind of mushy before, and now they're like still. Yeah.
And maybe the brown rice helps because there's like still the texture of the husk.
That makes sense. Yeah. The coconut milk, you can still taste it. I feel like it's really good.
And the peppers are still nice and spicy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so excited for this. Sorry, I can't wait.
I don't know how hot it's gonna be.
A little hot. Fear not. Still super buttery. It tastes so good.
Is it comfortable even to like hold it? I guess a little bit.
It's delicious. It's not as amazing as when they were first out, it's because of the texture. But it's not like hard to eat or anything. And this way is probably less crumbly.
Yeah. I think it would probably, it is delish. I feel like, can you see the comments even?
No.
I don't know how we can make it, if it's weird to put it in the middle.
It's okay, I creep over your shoulder ever so often.
I feel like it'd really be good if you like microwaved it just to like to thaw it, and then you put it in a toaster oven. I feel like that would really like.
We'll have to experiment by making a whole nother bag.
Oh no!
However will we survive? You'll have to remind me, how long did these take, like, as a recipe? I know it's kind of hard because you're making, like, 3 recipes at once, usually.
I don't feel like they took an exorbitant amount of time, because the pastry, I mean, once you make the dough, you put it in the fridge, like, that goes pretty quickly. And then the filling was pretty easy because it's just red lentils and quinoa, which both cook really fast. Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like you could definitely, you know, maybe double the recipe, cook it in like an hour.
That's not bad.
Maybe an hour and a half. Freeze them.
So maybe not like a quick weeknight meal, throw it together, but definitely like you can make it on a Sunday and it's not crazy.
Yeah. I think that's a good way to describe it. The rice and peas are definitely a weeknight meal. Of course, with like anything like that, just throw it in the pot.
I made a chickpea recipe the other day, and it literally took 5 minutes. I was like, this is amazing. But also, it tasted amazing too. But the only caveat is it's basically chickpeas in heavy whipping cream with like a little bit of tomato paste and seasoning.
What is it?
And like an egg in there.
What was it, like a like what was it?
It was just chickpeas and like tomato cream with an egg in there.
Okay, cool.
You were supposed to put prosciutto for that one fancy not bacon thing, but I didn't have any. But yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
It was. But my stomach doesn't love heavy whipping cream.
I don't think you're the only one in that boat. Yeah, I feel like it was. David commented that it was less than an hour altogether, and I feel like that is pretty accurate.
That's really solid.
Yeah. And it's fun too. Like, I feel like it'd probably be a really good recipe for kids because they can like fold it over and use the fork and stuff.
So if you're ever babysitting, you can use free labor.
I should put the next one in.
We should.
Okay. This next one is the
Chicken nuggets.
chicken nuggets. Which I only saved 3, but I think that'll be enough. But even though I'll kind of be sad because I love these. So good. The mango sauce.
It's frozen.
It's frozen.
It's okay. Everything's frozen. Oh, is that the pepper pot?
Look at this. The ice, it's like a little mushroom top because
You'll have to put it into the camera.
I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like a little mushroom top from like water condensation that was dripping down off the lid. It just looks really cool. Wow. Good. Great. Start with 3.
I keep like moving and catching a whiff of smoke, and I'm like, I showered. Like, where are you hiding? What for? Have you found a refuge in?
Oh my gosh. Probably your nose.
Probably. I wonder if it's just my water bottle lid though, because that would make a lot of sense. Does it smell like smoke?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Mystery yourselves.
I'm eating the rest of this unless you say otherwise.
No, it's yours. You can pick it.
Okay.
I mean, they're good, but they're not my favorite.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
they're not bad, but they're on the more bland side of things.
Yeah. I definitely think that the pepper helped,
Yeah.
but it's still like nothing to write home about, as they say. The reheat score on the patty.
Oh. Is this just like purely how it reheats, or like?
The flavor, or like?
Oh yeah, we did like flavor and texture. Flavor is
yeah.
still amazing.
Mhm.
Love it. Unchanged.
Yeah.
At least an 11. Oh.
Texture, I would say, of the filling was still really good.
Yeah.
There wasn't much to change. It was already mushy. So,
But the outside did get softer.
yeah.
But not to a point you couldn't like eat it with your hands still.
Mm-hmm. So maybe like a 6.
Yeah.
I would say of the rice and peas, like, as far as like in comparison to what it was beforehand, it probably
It's, like,
rates
the
pretty
same.
highly, both
Yeah.
of them. Not much has changed.
I don't know if it's really worth the effort to freeze rice and peas though.
Yeah. I feel like it's not. But Unless you like really need like just like something quick.
Yeah.
Super quick one day.
Oop, I can smell it.
Ooh.
This is
Ooh.
good.
Here, I can mash
Wish
it.
you could get, oh, actually, you can use this towel. I've just been using it. My hair is a little wet.
Okay.
Or I can get a clean thing.
I mean, is this like, are you planning on like reusing it
No.
and stuff? Okay.
No.
Sure, we'll just use that. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, that was aggressive.
It's still a bit solid.
It hasn't thawed very evenly in the microwave.
No.
Like there's a pile of ice and a moat of broth.
Correct.
Maybe like 2 minutes and it'll be good.
Maybe even like 1.5 now that it's mostly chopped up because I did it. But we'll do 2 minutes just to be safe.
But we don't have spoons, do we?
Oh, I can go run and grab some. It came off its trash.
I'll go run and grab some spoons.
Okay.
Oh no!
There we go. Okay. Everything's all right. No need to panic. I really like this. Makes me feel very important.
Thank you. It's cold.
Yeah. It's been, did it rain a bunch? Like, I
Oh,
feel like
yeah.
I got back
Oh,
and it
yeah.
was like 70 degrees and beautiful, and I was like, what's happening right now? Like,
It's been
what?
So the week you were gone, it rained a lot, like almost constantly. And then this week, it's been like this. It was too cold for us to go do one of our jobs, and it had to be like 75, and it was 72, and we're like, it is the hottest month.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Jeez.
And it's been like consistent, which is, I think it's part of the hurricane,
Yeah,
but
that makes sense.
funky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too cold.
Too cold.
Too cold.
Yeah, like we opened all the windows last night to try to, with our house, like
Yeah.
draw in the cool air. And Shuyun, my roommate, like woke up super early this morning and was like, "It's too cold. I can't sleep." Really?
It probably got down to it was only 59 at 7 this morning, so. Nobody imagine how cold it got. This is a hard one to grab. Here, do you want to take that over to the camera?
Yes. So this is just the pepper pot. I guess if you wanted to start, you could put those
Oh, yeah.
in. This is the pepper pot, sweet potatoes, greens, carrots, and I think like garlic and ginger. I don't know if there's anything else in it other than like spices. But ooh. Ah. Nice.
Hopefully delicious.
Yeah, it got pretty intense in here while you were gone. there was a meteor shower
Inside the building.
inside the building. Everything is different now. Oh yeah, that's like perfect. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of like swoop it.
Go for it. I think that's about half.
Yeah.
Okay. It smells delicious. It's a little cold in a few spots, but
It'll be fine.
it's better than burning tons off. Ooh. Something's in the back of my throat. Oh. I think the back of my throat's kind of raw right now.
Oh no.
That's okay. Don't smoke, kids. Ah.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Okay. Okay. I think actually the flavor might have improved.
Just by seeping.
Yeah. Because I feel like the main complaint I had when I first made it was that like there's just not enough spice or flavor.
There is spice.
And now there is spice.
There is spice.
It's pretty good.
Let's try another bite here. It's very gingery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like it'd be a good fall soup with the sweet potatoes. And it'd be a good way to get in some dark leafy greens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The sweet potatoes are definitely pretty mushy at this point.
Like baby food mush.
Yeah, like baby food. But not terrible.
I might have to pass on the rest of this.
That's understandable.
Yeah, it was delicious though. I think the only thing that I'm missing is carrots in soup when it's fresh has like the perfect softness and they still have like a little bit of a bite to them. I really like that texture, and obviously that's not gonna last when you freeze it, but
It's gonna be different that the mango sauce is hot now. As opposed
I didn't
to
even
like
think of that. I think it'll be fine.
yeah,
You can like probably dump it.
yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, you know.
Okay.
Okay.
One for me, one for you. And then we can split the
One
last
for the
one.
ghost. Definitely like it's hot to the touch. I'm gonna wait a minute and just keep on eating some soup.
Can't remember. Oh, I was visiting the salt mine in Hudge,
Mm-hmm.
and my boyfriend's super into like cryptids. So it's like there's these one like I think it's like dwarves or something that live in caves, and you have to like leave them a tiny bit of your meal or they'll like go after you and eat you or something. But they're so small, so it's like one chicken nugget. That's what that made me think of. It's like we'll leave it for the ECM dwarves.
want to be eaten.
Me neither.
I'm gonna try to like pull apart.
Oh, to see the.
Okay, it doesn't stretch as much. I feel like.
There's a little stringy in mine, but
Okay.
not a lot.
Here, I guess I'll show it on the camera. Ooh, frozen cupcakes.
Ooh. Yes, please.
Here are the jerk chicken wings.
Whew. They're good. The flavor's still good. I think I have a hard time remembering. I remember they were a little crumbly when we first had them, but I feel like they might have gotten a little bit crumblier.
Yeah, they're
in the
definitely
freezing
not
process.
holding up as well. Beardy Cooks wants to know what was the base for the wings. The wings was actually ground chickpeas and like pure gluten, like as much gluten as they can, I guess, separate. I don't really know how that works, but and then like spices and vegetable broth. Like that was it for the wings. But clearly in the freezing process, it's kind of gotten like a little bit less.
They were a lot better fresh, I'm gonna say on this one.
Yeah.
This one did. That's really just fun. I really want this one to freeze well, so I guess have like chicken nuggets. But
I do wonder if this is another one that could be helped with a toaster oven.
oh,
Or just like the oven in general.
Redo all of this just with a toaster oven.
Such a shame having to make more of these. Can't stand it.
The flavor is still just amazing on them, though.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They're really good.
Split this one. Okay. Oh, that got messy. What half do you want?
It wasn't chickpea flour. It was just like chickpeas in a food processor. But I do think I wanna try with like using chickpea flour instead of the gluten, just because I feel like that's cheaper.
I feel like
just to experiment.
I
Or
mean,
like 50-50 maybe.
Like, I won't stop you, but I feel like the functional purpose of gluten in this recipe, like, isn't flavor or filler, like, it's to hold it together.
Yeah.
And gluten, that's what it does.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like there's still quite a lot of protein in chickpea flour.
Well,
so,
yeah.
I don't know. Just wanted to. Yeah, I don't know if the recipe's up. How do we get to old recipes?
They're on our website.
Oh, yeah.
Or you can go to our YouTube and it's in the description of the video.
That's a good point. Yeah, I recommend making it, eating it fresh. Wow.
If you didn't care so much about the texture but wanted the flavor, and so you wanted to substitute the gluten out for cost purposes, you could probably make like a crumble for tacos or something.
Ooh.
You know?
Yeah.
Because it is just absolutely delicious. Make the mango sauce, put that on there.
Mm-hmm. And the jerk, too.
Ooh, yeah. And then maybe like just like onions, cilantro.
Wow.
And be done.
Amazing.
Thanks, Sunset Bravo. So helpful.
So on top of things.
Oh, we should probably put the next one in.
Yes, we should. Wow, this is crazy. I don't even know, like, I'm gonna go get another bowl for the mushrooms.
Oh, yeah. That would have worked if we finished all of our other soup, but it was too spicy. I'm excited for the mushrooms and the what was the name
Mofongo?
of it? Mofongo. That's what I thought it was, but I didn't want to say something and sound like I was making it up and be wrong. But I'm excited to have you try it since you weren't here.
Yeah. I have not done the double frozen tofu. I single freeze my tofu. Like just most of the time I make tofu. So I've never tried double freezing. I don't actually know.
I don't think I've double frozen either. The only frozen tofu I've had wasn't to be fancy, it was just because a friend, it was going bad, so they put in the freezer and then we cooked with it and it turned out fine. Like it turned out pretty solid.
I actually really like frozen tofu. It makes it like really airy.
Huh.
Is that your experience?
I haven't cooked with it consistently enough to be able to like give solid analysis, but I might have to try it.
So, is this the mofongo? What's this?
Yes, that's the mofongo and that's just rice.
And that's the mushroom?
Mm-hmm.
What? Okay.
Yes.
Mushrooms and mofongo. Medium firm. Okay. Sorry, I was like, are you gonna use that towel? And no, I'm just like, all of the nastiness on my hands.
I only grabbed the towel so that my hair wouldn't like drench my shirt. And I'd be sitting here with a wet shirt in this kind of high AC.
Double freezing it gives it a really good chickeny texture.
Huh.
I wonder how that
works.
That would be also a really fun thing to try on Real Food Live at some point in the future.
It would be. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the future.
Yeah.
Woo! Uncertainty.
There's a whole article about gluten-free vegan chicken, which is the double frozen tofu.
Nice.
Okay. We'll have to check that out.
Vegan fried chicken. I'm surprised it's gluten-free because usually fried chicken is breaded in flour. So I wonder what they bread it in. You should click on the link.
Yeah, I'll just click on the link now. Wow, we're waiting.
We have a minute. Hopefully it loads.
Yeah, my computer is really, really slow.
Is there a skip to the recipe button?
Wow.
That looks really good. Ooh.
That's crazy. I encourage everyone else who's just like in the chat, like just click on the link. I don't know how to show you the pictures unless I like awkwardly put the
hold your
guys look
computer under the camera.
Yeah. What's the secret? It's so simple. Try frozen medium firm tofu. Yeah, the ice that forms in the tofu creates pockets, so when it thaws, you can squeeze the water out like you would a sponge. Then when you marinate the tofu, it can absorb much more flavor than before. That's usually what I do.
That makes a lot of sense.
Using medium firm tofu produces a tender texture without that grainy feeling. However, it falls apart very easily. Freezing and thawing medium firm tofu twice makes the tofu more sturdy, so you can press more water out without the whole thing disintegrating.
No way. Okay. I'm gonna pop the rice in because the mushrooms are really good with the rice.
Okay. Do you want to put it on a plate with the...
yeah.
Nice. What is this made out of?
So that is basically fried plantains and seitan.
Whoa.
And then you put in a food processor, and then you get this.
We're just gonna maybe do it just like that.
It's actually served, you put it in a measuring cup, flip it upside down, so you have like a little mound of it, so, I mean,
I remember looking at pictures of that.
if you freeze it, we can have a cool shape mound.
Wow.
Ooh, so fancy. Okay.
Da-da.
I'm gonna put this in, but I peeked over her shoulder and read her laptop, and I read the sentence, do you have to use gluten-free flour? So it sounds like they just kind of substituted normal flour with gluten-free flour.
Yeah.
Wait.
This seems like something a Sweeney would really like.
Is he also vegetarian?
Yeah. Which I must say, he went vegetarian on his own accord, and then now he's like making so many jokes of like, my girlfriend won't let me eat meat. Like, okay. Yeah, it seems like you can just use regular flour, nutritional yeast with spices.
The biggest thing
Crispy
is
puffed rice. Like rice.
That's epic, like Rice Krispies.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that looks like it might be hard is it calls for a vegan egg powder, which is I don't know how available that is.
Could you use a flax egg?
I don't know. It's probably something you have to experiment. But the way the recipe's written, it does have like a kind of specialty ingredient.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you live somewhere where you can get that, that's cool. But
Yeah.
I remember, like during my stint being a vegan, that was like the most disappointing thing ever. Like you find like the super cool recipe online, and then it'd call for like xanthan gum, and you're like, can't make it.
I think I got the bay leaf. I'm special. When I was a kid, I was saying that on the stream, was that my mom would always put a bay leaf in the spaghetti when she would make it, and then she would leave it in there, and then whoever like got the bay leaf in their spaghetti sauce was like, oh
That
my
reminds
god.
me of the bread where they put a plastic Jesus in it.
Yeah.
And whoever gets the plastic Jesus has to like host New Year's next year or something. I thought you were gonna say like whoever got the bay leaf had to do dishes. Like that would have been.
That wouldn't be surprising, but I don't think so. It wasn't like. I feel like there was other stuff like that in my house though.
Like what?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I know for a while when I was like a middle school maybe, we had a pickle ornament that my parents would hide somewhere like in the living room basically, not even on the tree. And then it was like whoever found the pickle got to open the first present. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah.
I feel like that's not the worst idea though from a parenting standpoint because it gets rid of all the bickering.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, if you want to open it first, find the pickle.
It's not our problem.
It's on you. You find the pickle first.
Did you have anything like that in your house?
Not that I can think of. But my church growing up did do the plastic Jesuses.
These
in
olives?
the bread. Yes, they are.
Wow.
It's actually a really pleasant combo with the peppers. We can put that in longer if we need.
Yeah, it's a little bit still frozen. So your church would do that growing up?
Yeah, the bread thing.
Oh my gosh.
It was also like a very Hispanic-dominated community, so there's a more common tradition.
Yeah. I feel like I have an aunt who's Greek, and I remember doing something like that with them. It was like maybe like a coin in bread, or like there's like an egg or something. It was probably over a decade ago that this happened, so I don't really remember. But I was like,
I'm gonna start stealing this because it's done and delicious.
Okay, is it rice?
No. It's still frozen. You can still see ice on it. If you ever want to kick the stream we made this stuff on, David decided to eat a whole pepper on stream for funsies.
I do want to watch this stream. Beardy Cooks is saying they used a flax egg and it worked.
Whoa.
So that's definitely good to know, because I don't know
That's
what the
very
heck
helpful.
the other thing was.
Yeah. I saw an ad on YouTube recently about a vegan egg. And it was like a carton that you pour out, and apparently you could scramble them.
Yeah, they're like just eggs.
Yeah. It came off as very like Impossible Burger of eggs.
Yeah.
Which would be really cool because the Impossible Burger I am a fan of.
Yeah, I watched a video of somebody making like scrambled eggs with them or whatever, and I was like, what? I don't know is it soy or what's the base of it?
I haven't done a lot of research into it. I have the hiccups into it. Oh man.
It's kind of dry.
I think that's the plantains.
Yeah. This is really good. Put this back on for a little bit. Does it compare to?
I think it's like really about the same. Maybe a little more crumbly. It doesn't stick together quite as well.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think it's about what it was.
I like the taste. It's like very neutral, actually, but it's like still nice and sweet. I feel
like it's. Oh wait.
It's like I feel like it'd probably be a really good meal, like if your like stomach is kind of upset or something and you don't want to have like a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
I would say it's neutral but not necessarily bland.
Yeah.
Like it has a flavor. It's just not like a smack you in the face flavor.
Yeah.
And it's like it's pleasant. It's a nice little subtle vibe going on.
Yeah, I would agree completely. It's not like eating saltines. Like there is flavor and it's good, but it's not like offensive.
It's not gonna burn the back of your burnt throat. I actually really like. I feel like sometimes that's just what I want is like something mellow that I like to eat.
Yeah. I've definitely been noticing in the past couple weeks that I'm like increasingly like need hot sauce on things more frequently.
That's funny.
I don't know what's changed, but like I was eating so many meals when I was down in Georgia, and I just kept being like, this needs hot sauce. But the only hot sauce we had in the apartment was sriracha, which is like fine.
Sriracha's, I feel like sriracha would go good on this.
Yeah.
Do you want some? We have some in the fridge.
We might as well try it, I guess. What's stopping us?
Absolutely nothing.
Has there been any standout dishes today, like something you didn't think would freeze well but did?
Kind of the opposite. Nuggets.
Yeah, actually, that is kind of sad. I thought the chicken nuggets were gonna be like awesome. After post freeze, but they've kind of they were like, all right. I am surprised. I feel like the pepper pot did improve, which is kind of cool. Which I guess it just probably shows that, like, you know, it's definitely a soup that you could like make a day early. You plan on eating it, like maybe like a Sunday when you have some extra time.
Crock pot it?
That's probably the best idea there is.
Or
well,
Instapot it? The new fad.
Yeah, I don't know about the greens. But yeah, I do think that like Sunset Bravo I feel like a few things need an oven still, and I feel like that's true. Like if you had just like put them in the oven instead, that would be better. So, but yeah, the pepper pot definitely improved in taste, which is nice. Pepper pot.
Okay, how about
Pot
it?
with the pepper.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm fine, everybody.
Amelia has some unexpressed
Yes,
emotions.
apparently. Unexpressed and unexplored.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Would recommend. Here is still a little bit more. I was pretty mellow because I didn't know if I'd like it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Don't burn your throat.
I'll try not. More. Get my lips down. Man, the first time I went to put on the mask to keep the smoke out, I didn't even tighten it. I didn't even know you could tighten it. And we started walking into just like the billows, and I could not. It was so bad. Thankfully, the guy like came and checked on me. He's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No."
I see that you are in distress.
I didn't know if it was that or he knew I was new to the process, and so he was just being nice and checking on me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Just one more thing. The amazing Amelia
Yes.
is done.
This is a really good combo. If anyone's looking for a dish that they want to make for the sole purpose of putting sriracha on it, this is it.
If you have like a bottle of sriracha that's looking questionable, you like need to get through a lot of it.
Or if you're just like in the mood for sriracha.
Yeah. That too, but also like.
Or if you're like moving soon and there's a bottle left, you need to burn through it.
Yeah. Just drench it.
Okay.
Go crazy. Go stupid.
Last one, I think. Rice and
Should I get more bowls?
mushrooms. I think we can do it on a plate. It'll just like drench everything.
Okay.
So be prepared.
Okay.
Sorry.
I like how in these streams, just like slowly, everything just turns into like just a bunch of empty Tupperware in the shot. Where it's like,
Oh, I don't even think about
piles.
that. Sorry.
no, I'm.
Fabulous
You don't have to.
viewers,
I just
we'll
think it's
get there
funny.
one day. I looked over at the comments. It looked like someone named website commented something, but it's
Oh.
actually just us spamming our website.
Yeah. It's true. A messy table full of food is a happy table.
It is a happy table. I'm a happy table right
Yeah.
now.
I'm also a happy table.
This one's messy. Do you have a towel?
Oh, it's behind you. It's fine.
Okay. Here, you might. Oh, it's too late now.
It's too late.
It's okay.
Hot. Hot. This brown rice really smells like McDonald's chicken nuggets to me.
It was made with veggie broth, so that might be doing it.
Yeah.
It's actually a nice touch to make the rice with veggie broth.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'd never done that before, and I tried it. I was like, wow, this is pleasant. I've made it with coconut milk as the mixture before, and that's also really good.
Yeah.
I don't know why my brain didn't ever think of flavored water from carrots.
Ooh.
This one's kind of like the pepper pot. I think it seeped together flavor-wise a little bit more for the better.
Smells really good. I guess I should show it on the
Oh yeah.
screen. Here's the brown rice, mushrooms, olives. Are these oyster mushrooms? What kind of
They
mushrooms are
were oyster. They're like baby oyster mushrooms.
these? Oh, okay. I am not a pro on my mushroom ID, but I try. A crock pot of pinto beans and veggie stock is dope as well. Yeah,
Ooh,
that sounds
that
about
makes sense too.
right. Mmm. Yeah. Or even just, I've started to get just bouillon and just throwing
Toss it
bouillon
in.
into things, and I feel like that's like a next level of cooking where you're like, oh, yeah, let me just put that in there.
Do you remember the Noah's Ark pudding we made?
Yeah.
I wonder if you can make something like that with using like something sweeter as your base, like apple juice, or like cranberry juice rice. Like,
My God, that's such a good idea. Oh my, I'm gonna have to. Let's go. Honestly, we can just
go
make that
buy
right
some
now.
Applesauce. Or
We do have applesauce.
We have tons of applesauce.
We have a
but
lot
no
of orange
apple
juice.
We do. We can make orange juice rice.
For some, that sounds less.
Yeah,
That just sounds really acidic, but it could be good.
I feel like apple would be the safest bet. But I also want to try cranberry.
Yeah, cranberry sounds really good.
I'm actually gonna Google to see if there's like a recipe in the universe for this. Be right back. 1 second.
There's no water in my cup. Am I gonna get up and get more water? I don't know. I feel like I'm always impressed when a dish, like, I can still like it and it has olives in it. Because olives are, like, one of the few flavors that I'm, like, not into.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I love olives. That called for half a can, and the other can, or half of it, I was, like, sitting, popping away in the last half of this dream. I was eating everything, though, so.
For the one of me.
I found a recipe for, like, fragrant rice with apple juice, but it won't load, so I can't see what they put in it or how they make it.
Yeah, I wonder about, like, mango sticky rice. But, like, what if you just put mango juice in the rice?
I mean, that would make it mango-y and sticky. Voila.
Did I hear about an impromptu RFL stream after this?
As much as I would love to. It's like 7:30, and so I've been working for 13 hours now.
Yeah.
Love it.
Honestly, I actually haven't planned the menu for Thursday. And also I'm thinking this might be my last Real Food Live. I just didn't want to, like, announce it, but now I'm saying it, so that's really sad.
We should make something. You should pick.
Yeah, I
Like-
should just, like,
like
do
a-
whatever I want.
Yeah. Like, for my workplace that I'm currently at, if it's your last day, you get to pick a snack, and they'll buy that snack for everybody
Aww.
as, like, kind of a send-up. You could just make a send-off.
Yeah, I gotta think about it. It's such a big deal. He says just start cooking, I'll take over after I get off work. It was kind of a long process to make the pudding, so.
I think all we would need is, like, apple juice, maybe some cinnamon, vanilla. Maybe vanilla.
I'm gonna make it on Thursday.
Let's do it.
Deciding right now. Yeah.
I will tune in for that. Because it'll either be delicious or a disaster, and that's entertaining either way.
I'ma get me some water. I'ma get me some water.
Oh, we should probably. I'm gonna start ranking this while she's getting her water. The mushroom one I think got better. It's kind of like the pepper pot, and when I first cooked it, it just tasted like all the ingredients in the same. How do I describe it? Like they're all in this pot, but they weren't melded at all. They're still just like doing their own thing. And now it's kind of melded and everything mixes together really nicely. But just the texture of it, you still have those large mushrooms, you still have those olives, so you still have like bursts of different things. Best of both worlds. Rice was still great. What else do we have? Oh, we already ranked the other one though, so. What are your thoughts, feelings?
Yeah, I have, obviously, like, I didn't try it, so I can't speak, but it definitely does feel very, like, all of the flavors are coming together in a really nice way. Yeah. So, I think it's really good. I think it's, like, really, yeah, it just seems really tasty. And it doesn't seem to have, like, lost a lot of texture. Like, I feel like the mushrooms are still, like, mushroomy.
They're not super, like, uber mushy.
Yeah, that's always good.
It might just be this type of mushroom too, but.
Yeah, I don't think I've cooked much with these, so that would be fun to try.
Yeah, usually we just get whatever one is cheapest.
Yeah. Yeah, usually it's...
Confession time.
Yeah.
We are a non-profit organization.
Yeah. When it's...
Our budget looks like a non-profit organization.
There have been recipes where it's like, and then each person gets like 2 or 3 portobello mushrooms or whatever, and you're like,
Here's some
That's interesting. Look at the white buttons.
That are on sale because they're about to expire.
Yeah.
But haven't yet.
Literally, that's how the Poblano ones were. They were like, all of the mushrooms were on like sale for $1.29, and I was like, perfect. There we go.
And it still works. It's still delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's honestly maybe one of our strengths. Is like we can cook things on the more affordable side, and they can come out delicious, and they can be more accessible to people.
Yeah. I think it's also easy because it's like, I feel like it's easier to justify like, I guess buying like one thing that might be slightly more like if you were one person cooking at home. So like the bag of pure gluten that was like $7 for the bag.
Yeah.
Which I was like, that's a lot, but it feels like a lot more people will get to experience it than just like, I bought this for this one recipe and now it's sat in my cupboard for 2.5 years.
Or like the teff flour that we were using with the injera bread. Like I'd been wanting to make injera bread, but I never did because teff flour, you have to buy like a giant sack of it.
Yeah. So we're stronger in community, just like that. Huh. Yeah. Okay.
I think that's about a wrap.
Yeah, I'm kind of filling up.
Yeah. It's a good day.
Does anybody have any like announcements,
Questions,
things they feel the need to express?
I think the big thing is stream on Thursday. Woo woo! It's a special surprise stream apparently.
Yeah. You don't know what you're gonna get.
It's Mary's last week.
Yeah. Crazy. It's happening so fast. Yeah, but if anybody has any, I mean, I don't know how easy that fried chicken would be. That might be another fun thing to try.
That would be especially because you're moving to the south. You should make like a full-on like sweet tea, fried chicken.
That would actually be really cute.
Like dress like a little like.
Get my Southern Belle debutante outfit out, which I totally have.
Which everyone. I don't even know. I would have to Google that to see what that would look like. I just imagine like the. Have you ever seen the movie? Oh, now the name's escaping me. Nanny McPhee. Have you seen Nanny McPhee?
Yeah, many moons ago.
Yes. And there's the stepmom, the dad's planning to marry before he decides to marry the nanny.
Oh, where she has like all the lambs.
Yeah, and she's like in this giant pink frilly
That's how I imagine
thing.
it too.
Maybe she has a southern accent or something. But that's definitely what comes to mind.
Okay, there's a comment about Mike Greenfield doing like vegan fairly cheaply. Eat like a vegan king on $50 a week.
$50 a week is a little much.
I feel like it is.
Like
but
I try and keep my groceries like at 35 max.
Yeah, but I guess if it's like really decadent dishes, maybe that's what it is. Like
they could also be in a more expensive city.
That's true. It's definitely
like our cost of living is pretty low.
That's definitely true. But that would be an interesting series to watch.
Yeah.
NYC, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Whoop, there it is.
Got him.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see some of the recipes though, because I'm definitely in the market for less expensive meals that I can throw together pretty quick. Because I feel like those are college student gold.
Yeah. Seriously. Nothing better than canned chickpeas.
After drenching them in heavy whipping cream, yes, I would agree.
They
were really good texture too.
Yeah. just so, man, God bless chickpeas. That's all I'm gonna say. So versatile.
God bless canned chickpeas. Have you ever cooked with hominy?
You know, I haven't really.
I found a hominy recipe that kind of fit those qualifications, so I was going to try this week. But yeah.
That might
My
be
old
fun.
roommate used to make hominy.
Yeah.
And whenever she'd make it, like the soup, she'd give me some. It's really good.
Ooh, I'll have to try something. With sweet potato poblano tacos.
Nice.
That sounds really good.
Ooh.
$25 a week and is not a small guy.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
That's really solid. I aspire to sweet potato poblano tacos.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I've, especially through college,
Yeah.
I eat real dirt cheap. But, you know, it's Dylan's, it's
Yeah.
the Dylan's damaged food dollar.
The Wahoo turnips that
Yeah.
are like all freezed up.
Yeah.
That's all they have right now at their little discount veggie aisle.
Yeah. Huge, just simple bean burritos, very filling and incredibly cheap. Yeah. I would agree. Yeah. Sweet potatoes.
This is such
Regular
a
potatoes. Ugly produce is like top 10 best things
we get
in the world.
we get so much. We get a lot of free ugly produce.
Yeah.
Because they have a student farm here that does a lot of veggie production, and they can't sell a lot of those things, and so that's how I get vegetables.
Yeah.
And a lot of our organization's community meals are based on those vegetables.
Yeah. I think that's another thing of like how I have been able to like not spend that much money. It's just
Yeah.
like get involved with the student farm.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh no, I'm good. I have all of these eggplant at my house.
Or
Oh my
those
God.
little button squashes. What were they?
Patty pan.
Patty pan squashes.
Yeah,
Those were delicious.
We have like I think like 3 or 4 patty pan plants. So I just picked one yesterday. And there's another one.
Wait, they're
on the
in
way.
season already?
Yeah.
That's early for squash.
They're like summer squash.
Okay.
So they're earlier.
Interesting.
We have our first pumpkin too that's about this
Ooh.
big. So yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's actually really epic.
Yeah. I'm really hoping when I'm moving to Georgia, there's like a good urban farming scene in Atlanta.
And you can like hop on board.
Yeah, I'm hoping to, and I'm definitely
Is
going to try to see. There's a lot of community gardens too. I
Okay.
want to get a community garden.
I was gonna
plot.
ask if it was more like community focused or more like entrepreneurial focused, because I feel like you can have,
Yeah.
like there can be a split sometimes.
Yeah, I think it's probably both. They definitely have like quite a few farmers markets, so I'm excited to like see, like be in like a major city where there's like whatever. I mean, I'm not excited. There's a lot of things about moving to a major city that I'm not excited about, but there's also things to be excited about. Traffic.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah, I've heard that like Brooklyn with the like and rooftop gardens.
Are you gonna
it's
have
really cool.
like a space to have a garden, like of your own?
So I mean, there's definitely a garden at the school that I'm working at,
That
which I'm
makes
gonna be
sense.
spending. Yeah, I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in that. But I think that there's a couple nearby community garden plots. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
see how expensive they are to rent a plot. And I have like outdoor space at the apartment. It's just really shady. So I might put like a couple, maybe like a tomato plant or
Yeah.
something outside. But
Picks a full sun plant as an example.
yeah, bad example. Maybe spinach.
Yeah, there we go.
Maybe something else, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. Do we have any more thoughts?
I think that's all the thoughts. Those were a lot of thoughts.
Yeah, there
We
was
had
a lot of
thoughts this week.
Truly.
Alright. We can go get the renewable thing. Make it official.
The what?
The singing one.
Oh yeah, we didn't do the singing bowl at the beginning.
We never actually started. We have to start
Cupcakes in the left freezer.
Quick.
I'll get some cupcakes. Cupcakes. You can do the honors.
Alright. I think Mary's a lot better at this actually. But farewell until next time. We can't wait to see you. Have fun. Go try some funky rice. That's all.
You're doing good. Yeah. Bye everybody. I gotta run over and do the thing.